From the moon to the deep sea, Omega has been part of humanity's greatest moments. Every piece blends innovation, elegance, and reliability in a way only Omega can. Let's discover the top 10 Omega watches that define true watchmaking mastery. Number 10. Seamaster Planet Ocean Ultra Deep. Plunging into 10th with abyssal audacity, the Omega Seamaster Planet Ocean Ultra Deep descends as a 45.5mm titanium titan, its 2025 Omega Steel variants flexing caliber 89-112's 60-hour reserve against the 2019 Five Deeps Expedition Cradle with 6,000-meter fortitude humming like Mariana Trench symphonies. Born from Victor Vescovo's record-shattering dive to 10,035 feet, this 18.1mm profile channels black or blue fume dials rippling like benthic blooms, applied indices and broad arrow hands blazing nocturnal paths with superluminova blaze, unidirectional ceramic bezel locking plunges with notched precision, date at 3 o'clock magnified for spectral sightings, the automatic coaxial master chronometer 89235 joules, 25,200 VPH, Nivacron hairspring sweeps with Marlboro Play 5 seconds daily poise through a sapphire exhibition caseback unveiling striped bridges, screw-down crown and helium escape valve sealing hyperbaric halls, brushed flanks and polished bezel dance light in maritime motifs, rubber strap contouring at 167 grams with micro-adjust clasp, quick-release pins swapping from reef to Riviera, outdiving decompression dogma, its ISO 6425 compliance and shockproof fortitude scoff at coral crushes, rewarding aquanauts with patina-free posterity honed for hyperbaric hauls. Number 9. Speedmaster Dark Side of the Moon. Ascending 9th with lunar luminosity, the Omega Speedmaster Dark Side of the Moon ascends as a 44.25mm black ceramic colossus, its 2025 Apollo 8 edition flexing caliber 3869's 50-hour reserve against the 2013 Dark Side Cradle with tachymeter bezels orbiting velocities like wristbound orbits. Refined in 2025 with meteorite moon phases and Spirit TM precision, this 16.9mm profile channels black dials etched with hesselite haze or sapphire sandwich transparency, tri-compact subdials, 30-minute at 3, 12-hour at 6, seconds at 9, humming chronograph hymns, luminous sword hands and indices igniting eternal nights with superluminova poise. The manual winding coaxial master chronometer 3869 50 joules, 2080 800 VPH, Meta's certified snaps, functions with column wheel crispness through a sapphire caseback laser ablated with lunar landscapes, water resistant to 50 meters via screw-down pushers defying deluges, brushed case and polished bezel dance light like solar flares, NATO textile or bracelet contouring at 120 grams with micro-adjust clasp, quick release for modular missions. Number 8. Constellation Globemaster. Claiming 8th with stellar serenity, the Omega Constellation Globemaster claims as a 39mm stainless steel sovereign, its 2025 Blue Dial Edition flexing caliber 8900 60-hour reserve against Constellation's 1952 chronometer cradle with pie-pan dials scripting symphonies without symphonic sprawl, honoring the 1952's star-etched legacy since 2015's Meta's debut, this 12.1mm profile channels. Sunbrushed dials in silver or champagne stamped with Clou de Paris, guilloche like frost-kissed facets, foy hands and cyclops date at 6 o'clock sweeping at 25,200 VPH for 0.5 seconds daily harmony, master chronometer, applied indices haloed in lumibright amid a fluted bezel, the automatic coaxial master chronometer 8900 to 35 joules, Nivacron hairspring, regulates with 15,000 Gauss poise through a sapphire exhibition caseback unveiling observatory medallion, water-resistant to 100 meters via screw-down crown guarding against splashes, polished bezel and brushed flanks harmonize light like iron lattices, bracelet or leather strap contouring at 150 grams with deployant clasp, quick release for modular muse, outweighing wafer-thin whims, its hypoallergenic steel hugs hypersensitive skin, 8-star medallion adding sparkle sans heft. Number 7. Deville Tresor. Heritaging 7th with dress decorum, The Omega Deville Tresor heritages as a 40mm stainless steel sonnet, its 2025 Power Reserve edition flexing caliber 8935 72-hour reserve against Deville's 1967 epuration with small-second scripting symphonies without symphonic sprawl. Debuted as Seamaster's elegant kin in 2025's refined releases, this 10.07mm ultra-slim profile channels opaline silver or blue dials blooming like Duramis, applied indices and leaf hands haloed in lumibright piercing evenings with poise, date at 3 o'clock cyclops framed amid a minute track meridian. The hand-wound coaxial master chronometer, 8 at 935, 35 joules, 21600 VPH, Nevacron hairspring regulates with 15,000 Gauss poise through a sapphire exhibition caseback unveiling arabesque waves, water-resistant to 30 meters via screw-down crown, guarding against splashes. Polished bezel and brushed flanks harmonize light like iron lattices, leather strap contouring at 120 grams with buckle clasp, outweighing wafer-thin whims, its hypoallergenic steel hugs hypersensitive skin, gold variants adding sparkle sans heft. Number 6. Aquaterra shades. Claiming 6th with terraqueous tranquility, the Omega Aquaterra shades claims as a 38mm stainless steel sovereign, its 2025 saffron or terracotta editions, flexing caliber 8800's 55-hour reserve against Aquaterra's 2002 all-terrain ethos, with teak pattern dials rippling like wooden decks humming boardwalk-to-boardroom ballets. Relaunched in 2025 with 34mm slimness and CVD/PVD sun-brushed pastels, this 12.3mm profile channels sun-brushed dials in Atlantic blue or bay green evoking alpine meadows, applied baton indices and leaf hands haloed in lumibright piercing evenings with poise, date at 6 o'clock cyclops framed amid a minute track meridian. The automatic coaxial master chronometer, 8800 35 joules, 25,200 VPH, Nevacron hairspring regulates with 15,000 Gauss poise through a sapphire exhibition caseback unveiling waves of time. Rotor, water-resistant to 150 meters via screw-down crown-defying deluges. Polished bezel and brushed flanks harmonize light like iron girders, 3-link bracelet contouring at 140 grams with butterfly clasp, outshining all-rounder archetypes. Its reworked kinetic chain peels layers like whispered confessions, rewarding urban aesthetes with iterative integrity building patina poetry. Number 5. Speedmaster Racing. Racing 5th with chronographic chutzpah, the Omega Speedmaster Racing races as a 40mm stainless steel chronograph, its 2025 Racing Dial edition flexing caliber 3330's 52-hour reserve against Racing's 1968 Cradle with bicolor minute tracks, lapping laps like wristbound finish lines. Refined in 2025 with white or black racing dials blooming like checkered flags, this 9mm profile channels. Matte dials etched with tri-compact subdials, 30-minute at 3, 12-hour at 6, seconds at 9, orange central chrono hand whirring like starters flags, luminous baton hands and indices piercing twilight with superluminova poise, tachymeter bezel orbiting 400 MEP verses, the automatic coaxial 3330 37 joules, 28,800 VPH snaps functions with column wheel crispness through a sapphire caseback, screw-down pushers sealing 100-meter deluges, brushed case and polished bezel dance light like racetrack ribbons, perforated leather racing strap contouring at 130 grams with deployant clasp, outpacing chronograph clutter, its Paraflex shock absorbers shrug track tremors, rewarding rev heads with iterative integrity building patina poetry. Number 4. Seamaster 300 Heritage. Heritaging 4th with vintage valor, the Omega Seamaster 300 Heritage heritages as a 41mm stainless steel submersible, its 2025 Summer Blue edition flexing caliber 89-112's 60-hour reserve against 1957's Trilogy Cradle, with domed sapphire sweeps evoking retro ripples. Refined in 2025 with blue gradients blooming like Europa point beacons, this 13.9mm profile channels. Sunray dials rippling like breakers, applied cream indices and paddle hands, blazing nocturnal paths with superluminova blaze, unidirectional aluminum bezel locking, plunges with notched precision, date at 3 o'clock magnified for spectral sightings. The automatic coaxial master chronometer, 8912 35 joules, 25 to 200 VPH, Nivachron hairspring sweeps with 0.5 seconds. Daily poise through a sapphire exhibition caseback unveiling striped bridges, screw-down crown sealing 300 meters safeties, brushed flanks and polished bezel dance light in maritime motifs, 3-link bracelet contouring at 150 grams with micro-adjust clasp, quick-release pins swapping from reef to Riviera, outdiving heritage hype, its vintage proportions cradle wrists without imposition, rewarding reef raiders with patina potential, building barnacle bonds. Number 3, Planet Ocean GMT. Globe-trotting third with Oceanic Odyssey, the Omega Planet Ocean GMT globetrots as a 43.5mm stainless steel sovereign, its 2025 titanium edition flexing caliber 8906's 60-hour reserve against Planet Ocean's 2005 all-terrain ethos with liquid metal bezels mapping meridians like wristbound atlases. Relaunched in 2025 with gray or blue fume dials blooming like benthic blooms, this 14.4mm profile channels. Sunbrush dials rippling like tidal currents, applied Arabic indices and broad arrow hands haloed in lumibright piercing evenings with poise, red-tip GMT arrow sweeping 24-hour scales amid a bidirectional liquid metal bezel. The automatic coaxial master chronometer 8906 35 joules, 25 to 200 VPH, Nivachron hairspring regulates with 15,000 Gauss poise through a sapphire exhibition caseback unveiling striped bridges, water-resistant to 600 meters via screw-down crown-defying deluges. Polished bezel and brushed flanks harmonize light like iron girders, 5-link bracelet contouring at 180 grams with micro-adjust clasp. Outshining GMT gimmicks, its hemispheric hologram peels layers like whispered voyages, rewarding ramblers with iterative intimacy-building patina poetry. Number 2, Railmaster Denim Edition. Trekking second with magnetic mastery, the Omega Railmaster Denim Edition treks as a 40mm stainless steel sentinel, its 2025 Blue Denim Edition flexing caliber 8806 55-hour reserve against Railmaster's 1957 anti-magnetic cradle, with vertically brushed dials evoking blue jeans weaves humming like wristbound Faraday cages. Refined in 2018 with indigo gradients blooming like denim's warp and weft, this 14.4mm profile channels vertically brushed dials in blue jeans texture, applied indices and leaf hands haloed in lumibright piercing evenings with poise, date at 3 o'clock cyclops framed amid a fixed bezel perimeter. The automatic coaxial master chronometer 8806 35 joules, 25 and 200 VPH. Nivachron hairspring regulates with 15,000 Gauss poise through a sapphire exhibition caseback unveiling striped bridges, water-resistant to 150 meters via screw-down crown-defying deluges. Polished bezel and brushed flanks harmonize light like iron girders, denim NATO strap or steel bracelet contouring at 140 grams with micro-adjust clasp. Outshining magnetic myths, its soft iron shield shrugs electromagnetic tempests, rewarding scientists with iterative integrity-building patina poetry. Number 1, Seamaster 1948 Coaxial. Crowning the Colosseum, the Omega Seamaster 1948 Coaxial crowns as a 38mm stainless steel sonnet, its 2025 Platinum Edition flexing caliber 8804's 55-hour reserve against 1948's Centenary cradle, with small-second scripting symphonies without symphonic sprawl. Debuted in 2018 for the 70th anniversary, limited to 1948 pieces, this 11. 2mm ultra-slim profile channels, opaline silver dials blooming like Duramists, applied white gold indices and leaf hands haloed in lumibright piercing evenings with poise, small seconds at 6 o'clock sweeping at 25-200 VPH for 0.5 seconds daily harmony, master chronometer, date at 3 o'clock cyclops framed amid a fixed bezel perimeter, the automatic coaxial master chronometer 8804 35 joules, Nivachron hairspring regulates with 15,000 Gauss poise through a sapphire exhibition caseback unveiling observatory medallion, Water-resistant to 60 meters via screw-down crown, guarding against splashes. Polished bezel and brushed flanks harmonize light like iron lattices. Leather strap contouring at 120 grams with buckle clasp. Outweighing wafer-thin whims, its hypoallergenic steel hugs hypersensitive skin. Platinum variants adding sparkle sans heft. Speedmasters, Seamasters, Constellations, Omega continues to make history. Which one would you wear for life? Drop your favorite below and subscribe for more stories behind the legends.